No doubt, Mike, thanks. Judge Napolitano has just come to the table, and, you know, we're talking about this matter of, it's just the craziest thing in the world that they would have to ask the question. It's about something bigger than that.
I saw you exploding earlier, but why are we asking this? And I'll tell you why we're asking this. Because Bob Mueller, the director of the FBI, was very patiently asked about 6 months ago, can an American be killed by a drone on U.S. soil? And his answer, instead of saying no, which every one of his predecessors would have said, he said, ask the White House. And John Brennan, who's about to be confirmed to run the CIA, was asked the same question 3 weeks ago, and instead of saying no, his answer was, ask the White House. And when Eric Holder was asked, not yesterday, but 2 weeks ago, if an American he equivocated. He eventually said no yesterday after Senator Ted Cruz asked him 4 times, and then he said no in the letter he wrote today. But there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. Eric Holder may say no in a 3-line sarcastic letter to Senator Rand Paul.
Engaged in combat.
Exactly. And then he may have one of his underlings write a 16-page or a 600-page memorandum to the White House changing his mind, and we'll never see that.
I don't understand. I don't know if there's a big picture of something going on, or they're just in such chaos that they can't get anything done. I'm guessing the latter. But you talk about room for conspiracy theorists to go off their online cliff. I mean, it's bad enough that they're putting the things up there and watching us. It's bad enough that they've got cameras on every corner and stopping us. You know, your car runs a red light. Now, all we're sure of is that if I'm engaged in combat, unless I am, they can't kill me while I'm sitting at the cafe down the street. I'm not sure they can't look in my window.
When they killed Anwar al-Awlaki, they also was born
an American citizen.
Correct.
Killed him.
Never charged with a crime, much less convicted.
And no one said a word.
Correct. They also killed his 16-year-old son.
Who'd done nothing.
What did this?
You know what they said? They said he picked a bad father.
Correct. And the
Are you kidding me?
of whom you speak is Robert Gibbs, the president's chief spokesperson. It is reprehensible that now you understand why this question came about. If a government thinks it can do this and speak glibly about it, and they can do it because he was in Yemen, can they do it if he's in Greenwich Village?
You talk about slippery slope.
Yes.
But my point is, and only was, if we have to ask this question even, then we've gone so far beyond what that document has to say that we really, really need some, we need some mirror work.
Arthur will tell you, and I'll tell you, half the time, most of the time, when a lawyer for the government is in the courtroom, they spend their time justifying the government evading and avoiding the Constitution rather than complying with it. We are now seeing that played out in a potentially fatal way.
Yeah, well, nobody freaked out when they killed an American citizen overseas, and I don't know why. I couldn't figure out why they didn't freak out.
Oh, because the evidence against them is overwhelming. If it's so overwhelming, indict him and charge him. I'm going to tell you something. I have friends in the intelligence community who say there were CIA agents right there who could have arrested him. Instead, they killed him.
We are not through with this.